It is my honor to introduce Valerie Huhn. She is I don't know what she's doing now. They took her away from us. So she can tell you what she's doing lately when she comes up here.
Thank you, Rachel, and thank you for doing a fantastic job today. You dealt with some technical difficulties with grace, and we really appreciate all of your hard work, as with Kelly and George and everyone who helped make this day successful. So thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Thank you all for taking the time to come. It's almost over. They told me I have 30 minutes to talk, and the lovely ladies over here that are doing the interpreting informed me that I need to talk slow. It's gonna be hard. But they promised to give me the stink eye if I went too fast. So there we go. I've been very fortunate to sit with Connor and his family today, and I've met them before, obviously, as I've met most of our panelists here today before. It is almost over, this conference, not the Partnership for Hope. Thank you all for staying, for celebrating with us, for learning about the Partnership for Hope. If you didn't know all the things today, I hope you did learn. I learned things today. And evaluating, because that's really what we're here to do. We're here to finish an evaluation of a program that we have spread throughout the state. And then hopefully improve the Partnership for Hope as we get ready to enter our next waiver renewal. Ugh. I say that, Angie agrees. Actually, that whole back table there is in charge of the waiver renewal. So, the Partnership for Hope is truly an innovative and unfortunately a one-of-a-kind program, and it fills me with pride, and it makes me the envy of many other states, which I kind of like, because I'm pretty competitive, and we are winning because we have the Partnership for Hope. I get a round of applause every time I get to announce at the national level that Missouri does not have a wait list for in-home services. I also get, yes, do it again, it's fun. I get no credit for it. I mean, I didn't do it, but we'll talk about that. How did Missouri do it? Well, it is not because of me. I was not the visionary behind the Partnership for Hope. You heard from those folks today. I also was not the architect of this program. I did not create the partnerships. I did not write the contracts. I did not draft the waiver for federal government to approve or even work between the counties and the regional offices as they experienced some growing pains of this new program. I came to this party late. In fact, in my previous role, I was probably the person who would write the cons to why a program like this should not be started. That's what you do in the budget office. So this is a whole new role for me, and it's really fun. I would have to say that in that role, I would have said that this program does not focus on the neediest individuals. I would have said that this program will just open the door to the expectation of a more expensive service, and that this will only increase the in-home wait list for this state. We will never be able to eliminate it. I was wrong, and I think you heard from other folks today. I'm not the only one that thought some of that could be out there and could be a possibility. The visionaries behind this program should be really proud. And I've been really fortunate to sit on the evaluation committee, even though it's only been for 2 years, with the visionaries and the architects. So I can say, I think even they are surprised at how well this one-of-a-kind program has turned out, especially as this partnership matures, and it is maturing. We are entering a new phase. We are going to have new challenges, but we're also going to have different successes. You know, I think that, don't get off target, stay focused. Okay. Like we heard today, I was not the only person who thought the Partnership for Hope would be a gateway to the next level waiver, and it's not been that way at all. It's more like a revolving door where families and individuals can access what they need, when they need it, and feel comfortable leaving knowing that the Partnership for Hope, or one of the other waivers if they need that, they're going to be available when families need them. And that's what's important, is we can make these services available when families need them. We are no longer a crisis state. We're a helping state. It's so fun. And that's, again, because we have no wait list. The Partnership for Hope provides the evidence to policymakers, those are the people in the big white building with the dome, that individuals and families really only want to use what they need as long as they know the safety net will be available in the future. And that's also not something that people typically think when we expand government programs. And I spend a lot of time in the big white building with the dome, the Capitol, and the conversation is always around, if you build it, they will come and they will take advantage of it. And this program has gone the complete opposite direction of that. I mean, you've blown all conventional wisdom out of the water, which is fun. I didn't expect that, and no one did. I think even the visionaries and the architects expected families to always use the cap. And in fact, our average utilization goes down every year. Our average cost goes down every year. We actually, since I've been here, we've been able to add 3 counties to the Partnership for Hope. And when we did it, they said, oh, but you're going to need more budget authority. And I said, no. Actually, the cost of the program overall is going down. So we don't spend any more money on this program every year, and we get to serve more people every year. That's also not something we do in government ever. So that's really, really cool. The question I'm still trying to answer here, though, is how did Missouri eliminate the in-home wait lists? And I guess also, why is the Partnership for Hope so instrumental in that? So I give relentless dedication as the reason why Missouri has the Partnership for Hope. And the Partnership for Hope, I still think, is why Missouri does not have a wait list. I have to admit that doing the Partnership for Hope was very unconventional because we didn't focus on the neediest individuals when we started to eliminate the in-home wait list. We instead focused our resources on the highest cost individuals and the lowest cost individuals, which, if you've done any policy work at all, is mind-blowing. You would never, ever do that. We created a gap in the middle, but the gap we created was small. It wasn't 2,000 individuals and growing anymore. It was much more manageable, and because it was much more manageable, it became affordable. And the governor and the General Assembly could tackle it and make our state one of the few states that doesn't have a wait list. So when we asked the governor and the state legislature for the funding, it was a smaller number of individuals, a smaller amount of money, and it was smaller because we all worked together to identify a way to eliminate the wait list that was actually affordable. My experience working with governors, and I'm on my 5th, and General Assemblies, and now that we have term limits, that's a lot of different people. They really like it when groups who need money for services come to them with a partial solution. So you couldn't solve it all yourselves, but you could solve part of it. And because you found a way to solve part of it, it was a lot easier to join you on the journey and solve the whole problem. So everybody in this room should be commended for that, because that is not something that happens every day. Most groups come and ask for money. The Honorable Jeff Harris said it this morning, everybody comes and asks for money. You came and offered a solution while also asking for a little money. It's not that I think the elected officials expect us to find all of our solutions, but they do like to see local dedication and the partnerships. And we, the state, the counties, the families, and the individuals, because it's all of us, we're successful because we have these partnerships. And I got to tell you, I get to be the benefactor of these partnerships. And my experience working with all of these groups has been dynamic. Today has been an inspiring day. I've been fortunate because as part of the evaluation team and part of the planning committee, I have been watching these videos for about 2 years now in their development. There were some parts that have got edited out that I really, really liked. You know, Taylor learning how to put her ponytail in, that was a huge deal for her mother, but we can't put all that stuff in there. One of the goals for the day was for us to celebrate through the stories from our families and the individuals that we serve and the successes we can have when we work together. We're here to celebrate the independence the Partnership for Hope allows the individuals we serve to have. For me, the biggest thing I've learned since I started this job almost 3 years ago is that the individuals we serve, and it was echoed today again, really want less of our involvement in their lives. Please get out of my business and go get me a job. That's what I hear all the time. They really want a job too, so. I hear regularly how much they value their independence, and also, I'm not kidding you, regularly how much they want a job. So we kind of hold this other job thing going on, which some of you are familiar with, and if you're not, you're going to find out more about in the future. But And that's the cool thing about Partnership for Hope. It helps me find them jobs because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to serve those individuals. We're also here to celebrate the financial stability that the Partnership for Hope allows our families and our individuals to gain. And I think we're going to see more of that as this program matures. Whether it's because of the services funded by the Partnership for Hope, a mother can reenter the workforce or not ever have to leave the workforce, as we heard today, or an individual can gain access to supported employment services. We got 2 of those right here today. They need to get their own integrated employment in the community. The Partnership for Hope has allowed more families an improved financial life. But since the state is paying for today's gathering in part, we just can't have a party. We also have to learn from these experiences. So we are here to learn and to share our successes and our failures with each other. We need to explore if the Partnership for Hope can be utilized differently in local communities. Are you the executive director? Are you the head of a case management agency that is utilizing the Partnership for Hope to identify folks like Ray, who lived in a nursing home and now lives in his own home and is funded with the Partnership for Hope? So the budget person in me goes, a $40,000 a year person just turned into a $2,500 a year person. That's exciting stuff. That means I get to help a whole lot more people. Is one county using the Partnership for Hope for employment services and seeing success in fewer individuals and families needing long-term sustained services? We have to work together to figure out how to bend our cost curve, and the Partnership for Hope helps us identify some really affordable methods to do that. Are we truly meeting the requests of the individuals we serve by finding ways they can gain personal independence and rely less on state services? And that's something else that we all need to be looking at, every individual. Today should present each of us with ideas on how we utilize the services funded by the Partnership for Hope. Not just what they are, but how we utilize them and how we can utilize them better. Please take the success stories home with you and create even more for us to celebrate and to learn from. Thank you. Done with that part. Now I'm going to introduce Angie. So the final thing on today's agenda, for those that you are interested, is a listening session that Angie Brenner is going to be hosting. And this is to get public input for our Partnership for Hope waiver renewal, which we will start working on officially in July. There will be brainstorming. We want some interactive focus groups, multiple small groups. And the questions we want you guys to answer are what's working in the waiver, what's not working, what other services should be included, because we're open to that. We do think there are some other services, especially some family support services that we might be overlooking right now, and even employment type services if there's something there that we need to focus more on. And then she'll do this in a nice open, unstructured format. So with that, we move on to the final part of the program, if that's okay with everybody. And thank you again so much for coming, for celebrating with us, and for sticking to the Partnership for Hope for 6 years. So we've been lucky.